Okay, sorry about that. The computer just cut out for some reason or other. So we spoke about the perimeter, the total surface area. We do the calculation by saying the perimeter of base times height plus twice area of base. Okay. So we're going to go with that then. So I say 2 times my length. Remember they want this in centimeters squared as well. So I'm going to use a centimeter measurement. So it's going to be 12 plus 2 times 4 times the height, which is 3, plus 2 times the length, which is 12, and the breadth, which is 4. That gives me a measurement of, sorry, 182, 192, 192 centimeters squared. Since your total surface area is 2-dimensional, that's why centimeters squared. And since your volume is 3-dimensional, that is the reason why it's centimeters cubed. This is now the second example on page 358. We are told that determine the volume. No, the volume of the cube is 8 centimeters cubed. Determine the length of the edges. So how do we calculate the volume of a right prism? We say area of base times height. Not so. Now, what type of shape is this base? The square base. Not so. How do you calculate the area of a square? Side times side, or side squared, times the height, which is also a side. So in other words, this is the same as saying side cubed. Not so. So it will be side cubed is the volume. But what is the volume given as? 8. So 8 is equal to side cubed. So what is the length of each edge or each side? 2. How do I get that? The cube root of 8. Okay. So therefore the length of each side is 2. So it's centimeters cubed is centimeters. You guys understand? Let's look at B. B says determine the surface area of the cube. How do you calculate the total surface area? Perimeter of base. Perimeter of base times height plus 2 area of base. So what type of shape is this base? Square base. How do you calculate the perimeter of a square? 4 times side. Not so. Times the height of this object, which is also a side. Not so. So it's 4 side times height. It's going to be 4 side squared. Not so. Plus twice area of base. Area of a rectangle is side times side, which is side squared. So in other words, this is simply 6 sides squared. Okay? If you memorize that formula and you knew the formula from the offset, from the beginning, then you could have just written 6 times side squared. Okay? But we are lazy people, not so? So we, yes, she says yes, yes. We are lazy, so we don't memorize formulas and stuff. Okay, we just build it all the time. So that's going to give you 6 times. What's the length of the side? 2 and 2 squared. What's 2 squared? 4. 4 times 6 is 24 centimeters squared. Okay. Let's look at the third example. The third example is on the same page, correct? On page 358. Okay. Here they say calculate the volume of a rectangular pyramid. A pyramid with a rectangular base. That's when it says a rectangular pyramid. If the height of the pyramid is 10 centimeters and the base is 4 centimeters by 5 centimeter measurement, give the answer correct to 1 decimal place. Calculate the volume. So how do you calculate the volume? It's going to be a third area of base times height. The third area of base times height. Okay. What type of shape is this base? Rectangular base. Can you see that? How do you calculate the area of the rectangle? Length times breadth times the depth of this object. So it's going to be a third times, what's the length? 5 times the breadth, which is 4, times the perpendicular height, which is 10. That's 40. 40 times 5 is 200 over 3. Is that correct? Just check there. So it's 20 times 10 divided by 3. 200 over 3 or 66,67 centimeters cube. You guys understand? What if they ask us to work out the total surface area? This wasn't asked, no? I'm just showing you. The question was to work out the total surface area. And you need that space there. So the total surface area. How many, okay, firstly on the ground we have the base, which measures 4 by 5. Not so, which is the base of this pyramid. Plus, how many faces do the pyramid have? 4 triangular faces and the rectangle. Not so. So it's going to be 2 triangles with a base of 4 plus 2 triangles with a base of 5. Okay? So now we actually, if you look at the triangle from that side, so this is slanted height here. Okay? So that's going to give you 4, that height is going to give you 10. So you can work out this slanted height now by using Pythagoras. Can you see that, people? So let's work it out, people. So that would simply be 4 squared plus 10 squared. 116, the square root thereof is 2 root 29. 2 root 29. So this slanted height is 2 root 29. Can you see that, people? Let's go with the side here. I need this slanted height here as well. So how would this triangle look? What would this height, this length be here? Can you see I'm concluding that triangle here. So this would be 10. Nope, this height is not 4. This height is actually 3. 2 and 3. The one is 2 and the one is 3 actually. Why? Because when I drew this I realized now this is actually 2 here, which is that thing. So it's not 10. It's going to be, if I draw the triangle going that way, it's actually going to give you 2.5. Okay, so this should be 10 squared plus 2 squared. The square root thereof is 2 root 26. What did I get earlier? Yeah, okay, so that's going to be, the one is going to be 2 root 26. 2 root 26. And the other one, the square root thereof, 5 root 17 over 2. Now, for the area is going to be length times breadth, so it's 5 times 4 plus 2 times half. My base, the base is going to be 4. 4 and the height on this piece is going to be 2, 5 root 17 over 2 plus 2 times my base here is going to, so it's going to be half base, which is 5 times the height. There's a slanted height here, which is a 2 root 26. And then you can do that calculation. Okay, but this is a bit complex because that slanted height wasn't given there. Can you see that, people? So that can be calculated if needed. Okay. Okay, yes, since you asked for homework, of course. This is chapter 16. So it's exercise 116.1 on page 358. So let's just go. On page 316, exercise 16.1. Right. You just do for me number 1. Listen, it's only number 1. Don't do the whole exercise. It's only number 1. Okay, it goes over 2 pages. People enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning. Good afternoon, class. Example I need to do tomorrow. These 15